Hey, how's it going? So, it's been a while since I've done a Bath and Body Works haul. I'm starting to add the years to them because I've been doing them for so long. I'm starting just like the empties videos, like before it would be like March empties or April empties. Now I've been doing I would have to mix it up so people wouldn't get the years incorrect. And so if somebody starts watching something from 2023 or something and that product doesn't exist anymore, but so same thing with this. It's like I'm starting to, just because every fall is always a great time at Bath and Body Works, so I decided to add 2025. Now I prefer to go in person. Unless I know the scents that I am buying, I'm not going to order them online. I don't like surprises. Um, and they have been changing a lot of things, okay? For the longest time, they had a set amount of scents. But they have added men's, okay, which is really exciting for those men who are looking for scented body wash, scented bath products, scented body creams, aftershaves, blah, blah, blah. Okay? That's really wonderful. It's very easy to get them mixed up, though, with the ones that are not marketed to non-male people. Okay? Let's just try to be as politically correct as possible. I don't want to offend anybody. So, their tradition, they had, of course, as we know, when they started, and they just are celebrating, I think, 35 years. And I have been with them since the beginning because I have been shopping all this time. Or maybe it's 40, no, 30, 38, I don't know. They're celebrating the anniversary. Anyway, it's been since the early 90s. I'm not sure exactly which year. But I have been with them since the beginning. When they started, they had warm vanilla sugar. They had cucumber melon. They had sunraven raspberry. They had certain scents, something like something pea, something sweet pea, sweet pea. And then they started going, and they kept those same core, maybe 5 to 6 scents, but they had multiple products in those scents. Okay, and then they added a few more. Okay, but they always had those core products in stock. Always, always. You could count on it. As time has gone on into the 2000s, they added more, but they kept maybe a core 3 or 4. And then they also did cut back on the amount of, say, it might be a body wash, it might be a body lotion, and then a spray. That's it. Or they would have some things for the home, the wallflowers, or hand sanitizers, or hand washes, and they had matching. Everything could match. Well, now they in the last few years, they start to have capsule collections. They realize that it's better to get more scents, more variety of scents, and have it be where, oh my god, we're going to have this limited edition collection. And that limited edition collection, you have to come in right away because we don't know how long it's going to go. This is also very similar to direct sales, like with Avon or Unique or some of the other New Skin or some of the other things. When you get something and it's going to be a short term, so you have to go in and get it. But the problem is, then it gets discontinued quickly by the next season. And maybe you can find it on the website, maybe you can't, maybe you might find it later, marked down, but then once it's gone, it's gone. Okay. I love the Bridgerton scent. Well, Bridgerton isn't on anymore. That's gone. I loved their version of the Sol de Janeiro from last summer. And it's still popular. It's very, very popular still this summer, but they didn't have it, or maybe they did was very early on and not as much beachy not as much in the way beachy as I would have liked. Okay. And not for very long, because as we know, summer's pretty short. So they came out with a Halloween collection. They have a fall bunch of scents. and they were actually really, really nice. But then they also had a Halloween collection. The Halloween collection, a lot of it is, I love the Halloween collection from last year. There were 3 scents from last year that I really, really liked. They didn't bring it back. Or if they did, they had a different name, different packaging, and it was blended in a totally different way, and I'm not that much of a fan of it. I'm so disappointed. They had a beautiful, like, Evil Queen and Vampira and all these different things. I can't even think of them all. A little bit of Alice in Wonderland Evil Queen, or Snow White Evil Queen thrown in there, and a few other things. Beautiful accessories, beautiful things, stands for the candles and all this. Didn't like any of those scents. I was so disappointed. I couldn't wait to go, and I was really disappointed in that. But what I did find, I really, really like, although I was kind of mad because even though I thought I'd spent a lot of time looking, there was still one thing that I missed, and I ended up getting doubles of something. I would have just gotten one of those other ones that I missed and not gotten doubles. But it's just as well. I can always go back. Then they also had a birthday collection because of this anniversary, their birthday, and they did not have body wash in that. They had like just a spray, a tall body spray, a full size body spray, and a small body spray, and a lotion, and something else. But that's the biggest problem, is they don't have a complete line of the things that I like, or they'll have the scents that I love, but only in hand washes, but not in the shower gels, or they won't have it in the room thing, or they won't. I don't know what's going on. It's a little chaotic to me. I'll smell something that I love. The summer's collection had a wonderful thing with flamingos on it and everything. They only had it in a candle, but they didn't have it in a body wash or other thing. But whatever. Okay, but that's me venting and me griping about what's going on, because those of us who are long and they double bagged it, so that was nice. Those of us who are long term fans, if I like a scent, I'll buy everything. But you have to make everything for me to buy everything with that scent. I'll buy the whole complete line, or I'll buy a gift set. But if you're only making 1 to 2 things, and I'm not getting the thing that I buy the most, which is body wash, I can't buy it. I won't get it, because I'm not going to buy some random thing of something that I don't use just because I like that smell. I'll just put it in a drawer somewhere and just occasionally smell it, but it's not going to be something I'm actually going to use. So that's my main gripe with Bath and Body Works right now. But they did have some fabulous scents for fall in the body wash. So one of which was Vanilla Cafe. Now, almost all of these are variations of vanillas, and each one is a little different with honey. Yep. And what's this? Yeah. Okay. Vanilla Cafe. Smells divine. Vanilla Cafe, which is actually surprising. Why was this all dirty like this? When did that happen? That's weird. Maybe something in the car. Okay. Smooth espresso. It does have a coffee scent. This is also weird because all the other ones, well, no, some of them are this fall are like this. I'm used to them being clear, where I always know how much I have left. So this is strange that they changed this. Okay. But this may just be a fall thing. But anyway, I got 2 of them. Vanilla Cafe has smooth espresso with whipped vanilla and toasted hazelnut. Fantastic. Pro vitamin B5 and aloe. Okay, my skin feels really good after I use these. You can smell the coffee in here. It's like coffee and vanilla because it's a vanilla cafe. Okay. I am not usually a hot coffee drinker. I'm a cold drop. I'm an iced coffee person. Although in the wintertime, I will do a hot coffee, but I have to be in a mood. Wait, warm vanilla sugar. This is a classic, okay? They did change the bottle for this fall 2025. This is your basic. This is the basic. It is very, very warm. Their notes are intoxicating vanilla and white orchid, sparkling sugar, fresh jasmine, creamy sandalwood. You can smell the sandalwood. You can smell that as a floral. It's like uh, you took vanilla and mixed it with flowers. That's what this one is, which is different than this one because this has more of a coffee. Okay. Then vanilla romance. Vanilla romance is cardamom, which is a spice, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. Okay, so it's going to have a little woodsier, and it's a little bit spicier because the cardamom. Okay, so that's vanilla romance. And whipped honey vanilla. This one is spicier. Okay, they call it honey drizzle, blossoming neroli, and whipped vanilla bean. It's something about this combination. You can really smell the honey. It's almost as if you took a bottle of honey and you mixed a little vanilla in there, squirt a little vanilla in there, and made it into a body wash. That's what this is. This is really phenomenal. It's rich. It's rich. Okay, and then this one is, I got a second whipped honey vanilla. They also had a pumpkin, which I didn't see until I turned around, and I thought I walked all the way through it. And there's always somebody, and if I go back, you go back towards the door, and you're just looking, they're on your ass. I mean, they're on me like thinking I'm gonna walk out. Are you still finding things okay? Da, 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 da. And I understand they're in commission and they're doing their thing. But I'm just looking. But because it was so intimidating, and I should have spent more time looking, I just don't like being interrupted and distracted, and then there's people in the way sometimes, and I'm trying to do my thing, and I'm smelling, and I'm spraying, and I'm doing this and doing that, and then I somehow missed the backside of a certain little display, and that's where that pumpkin was. And then on the way out, I go, oh no, there's a pumpkin. I should have just grabbed that pumpkin and traded it for one of these, but these are really, really good. And I may go back just to get that birthday thing, or just to find out and talk to them and say, hey, do you have a body wash in this birthday thing, and get that pumpkin, because that pumpkin, I know I've used their pumpkin before and I love it, and just to have for fall, because it's going to go quickly. It's going to go quickly, and they may even have another capsule line by the holidays, which will be all. And they all have all these different names too. All these ton of different names. And I was shocked because, and then they have, from the stars, and this is this, and this, and they've had those for a while, but I don't really like a lot of those. So there's one or two of those aren't too bad, but, yeah, so that's why I got almost like everything has a vanilla theme. But they're all variations on it, and each one's a little different. So what I do is I set one aside, and sometimes I may even give one as a gift. Some of the ones I get as doubles, and those will be set aside to when I'm desperate and I need more. Or sometimes in the summer when I still might want to have these kinds of scents, but they've only been, and then may only have things that are kind of beachy smelling. But sometimes I kind of like having that warmer, more fall scent in the spring and summer. So I'll set those aside for just to for variety in the shower. I like a variety. I don't like using the same scent every single day. You might say it's spoiled. You might say it's high maintenance, but I like having it. Kind of changes up my mood. It kind of lifts me up. I find showering and all that, it's necessary, but it's not really one of my favorite things to do. I feel like, washing my hair is so much work, and showering and everything. Usually showering without washing my hair is the easier, but when I have to wash the hair, the whole hair routine with all the conditioning and all the things and all the steps and everything that I do, plus sometimes I'm doing exfoliating, and then the body wash, and the everything shower, right? We don't do it all the time, but sometimes we do. I now have learned what the Gen Zs are calling it, the everything shower. When you're doing all that and shaving and everything, it is a chore. It's a chore and a half. But the products make that chore so much easier. It makes it be more of a fun ritual and a fun escape, as opposed to another, I gotta do all this. And actually, I like bubble baths. You can use these as bubble baths too. I find a bubble bath much more relaxing, but not for every day. You know, when you need to get clean in a hurry, showering is so much better. But so yeah, so these are excellent. I'm excited to try these. It was kind of a strange experience because I'm also, well, for one thing, they have raised the price on these. One is buy three get three free, which was this was the buy three get three free sale. They of course used to be able to really feel like you were getting a deal. Now they've raised it up so that you're actually paying for the price of what used to be the price of two. So you're still, you know, you're not really necessarily getting three for free. You're only getting three for free at their new prices. But those of us who remember when these were only $5.95, maybe $6.95, when you got the three for free, you really were saving. Now they double the price, so it's almost like you're paying for the other three. You buy three, you're actually, and you get these. It's like you're getting, you know, you're paying. Maybe you're paying what would have been double the others. You know. Anyway, it is what it is. I love it. It's one of the few products I use that like doesn't irritate my skin. It's very important for me. And moisturizing and everything. It just works great, and nothing beats their scents. I just wish they could be more consistent so that when I want to go back and get more of what I do like, it's there, or even online. But the fact that they keep changing and keep changing from season to season, they had that whole jewel line. It was just a few months back that they had the whole jewel line, and the pistachio, it's gone. It's gone. I may have to look for it online, but that pistachio was wonderful. It's gone. They could have had it for the fall, but it's gone. It's gone. And so the Bridgerton is all gone. The the one that had the bell, all the Disney, the bell, and the Mona, gone, gone. They're not even repackaged in this like Halloween or whatever. Those are gone. They're gone. They may be brought back in some other fashion, but those are gone. So it's a shame because I really liked the Mona. I really liked the bell, which I was surprised. Because you know, so you know. Anyway, it is what it is. It's just how they're doing business. They just feel like they want to get people in for the seasons. Grab it, and then you have to go in and smell all the new stuff and experience it, and then people get hyped for like, oh my god, look at the special stand for the candle, and the Cinderella, it looks like a coach, and it looks like a this, and this thing, like I said, the Snow White thing is beautiful. It's beautiful, but I didn't like the scent of the candle. I would have bought all of it had I liked those smells. Or this Wicked thing there's one that's something Wicked something, and I don't remember that from last year, that sparkle. I still have it. It's wonderful. No, nothing from there smells like that. That's there smells like that now. So I would have bought a lot more if they'd be more consistent. But you know, it was, you know, that's it. Like I said, it is what it is. So I'm trying to go with the flow. As an old schooler, as usual, I always talk about this. I have a lot of issues, you know. I could be one of those people that's always complaining all the time, but I am open. I'm trying. I'm trying to work with the system, just like the cell phone, just like the text, just like this. Trying to work within the system, and you know, I can see as a business person is how it could be better. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please hit thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and please hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more videos. Also, check the shorts. I have a lot of videos over there in the short section. I have a lot of videos over there in the live section. They're from lives I've done. A lot of outfit try-ons, and a whole bunch of different things, as well as going back. If you enjoy my other types of videos, go back and watch. You know, I've got other try-ons, other outfits of the day, other things like this where I talk about products. I just filmed another one where I gave makeup. I did not only did a makeup haul, but I actually gave tips and showed how different products can be used in different ways. And you know, if you buy something that's too light, this is how you get a powder that's too light. This is the tips that how you can use it in different ways and different things like that. So, you know, check that out. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my channel and my content. And yeah, share with your friends who like beauty and style, or maybe somebody who just might need a smile. Okay, see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.